Hello, welcome back to Snowrunner. We are going to finish this major order that we started last night. I have checked my internet speeds and currently they are all just fine. So, hopefully they stay that way. I did shut off and restart my modem to see if that helps at all. And everything seems to be working good so far. We'll just see if it stays that way. Like over 5 megabits per second right now. Upload speed. Doing good. Hey, Steve. Hey, Brian. So let's get up here to the fuel trailer, get the fuel topped off, and continue on with this mission. I can't believe MJ would not let Gareth launch a scout off that cliff. Oh, I do got to do something here real quick, though. Because MJ did not know what the FLD 120 was, so we need to go and take a little screenshot here. So that he can see what the truck looks like. Then I can upload that later and send it to him on Discord. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I need to delete those waypoints. Yeah, so I restarted the modem, I relocated the PlayStation, repositioned that a little bit, moved some things around to see if any of it helps. Figured it can't hurt because I moved the PlayStation to a spot where it's got a little bit more air, a lot more air around it instead of where it was. So hopefully that'll help out a little bit too, keeping the system a little cooler. Michael, evening. It must be a pet thing today about being pests. Hunter messing with MJ. Sam's over here nudging my hands. Hopefully it'll go up over top of that rock and not just drag it with us at some point. I think that rock's going to become a break. Come on, get off the rock. Well, one axle got off of it. Hey, there we go. All right. Too far. Default Markowitz. How you doing, Default? Love the name. Nice and unique. Michael Satara, what up from Virginia? Well, we are finishing what we started yesterday. And hopefully with no more internet problems. But unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that. Gotta take the scenic route around. Come on, Freight Shake. I know what it is, because I'm too close to that tree. Gonna do some work, map work in a bit. Very little help from the devs on your last map issues. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm thinking, is this the route that I need to take over there? Yes, yes it is. I need to go nice and wide. Gotta feather the accelerator so I don't burn up my diff lock. Really? Was at the Hershey factory last night? Nothing wrong with a little Hershey factory. I've been there a couple times. Yes, solo on here until it's done. However, Steve and I have started a co-op for the season where we're running all of the seasons in reverse order. We did that, the first episode of that was last Sunday. It's going to be kind of a once a week thing, I'm thinking. Sheesh. That's the way the quick winch works best. In cab. Climb is a little steeper than I thought, but I'm confident we can do this. Sam's over asking to go outside as I'm climbing up a steep hill. Of course he is. So, that a pleasure, bro. Well, thank you, sir, for jumping in. And subscribe. Well, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. You're a player too? Nice. It's a good game. Lots to do. We'll call it Dang XL. Yeah, we got all kinds of people in here. We got players, we got map makers, we got a little bit of everybody in here. We got lurkers, chatters, everybody. They all are welcome. City Flyer, how you doing? Well, City, at least you got here before the before any failures this time. Ah, see, that's what I just hit. The other end of the tree sticking out over on the side. They did not get rid of the whole tree, so keep that in mind. Next channel, play together. In my channel too, play together. Oh yeah, that's quite possible. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. Good luck, thanks. I think I can make it the rest of the way from here. I think we need to go this way around the block, though. There we go. So that was a very important order. We're so glad you took the job. We know that with a pro like you, we don't have to worry about the outcome. Thanks for all the help. Your reward's on the way. 1,530 XP, 14,500 cash. Your English is not good because you speak Spanish. But we're the only one in this game, Snowrunner. Well, I don't know about being the only ones, but there's a Snowrunner's a good community. Might not be the largest community, but it's a good community. Oh, look, you can hear the water tower filling. That's kind of cool. But I think we're going to drive away from that and park because that's going to drive me nuts. It's cool, but it's not that cool. There we go. Now we'll see what's up next. What do we got? Surplus of power. Transformer. ×1. Goes to the train depot. Hey, I know somebody that did that today. Okay. A crane. Ooh, crane. I'm not trying to restart. I just hit the wrong button. That's all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start tracking that one, I think. Let's see what vehicles I have in Solace Bay that can pull that. Probably nothing, because I just took the one vehicle that was there. What do I got vehicle-wise? Nothing. I've got 2 scouts. Okay. So, while I'm making things difficult on myself, let's go to the garage. Yeah, need a big crane for him? That's kind of what I heard. Some little birdie told me about all that. No, not one of them guys. I think. I'll pull this guy out. I don't have the other crane for him. I should have. I was positive this took the other. Oh, it's the P12 that has the other crane. Where's my P12? Probably all the way at the bottom. If I didn't sell it. I don't think I sold it. I got one on the Mastodon. Where's my P12? That's weird. Do I have it out on the map somewhere? Yeah, it's out on the map. It's out on this map. Oh, I can't move that yet. That's set up for something else. Okay. So back in here. I guess we'll use the 512 with this crane for part of this. And back to the garage. And truck storage. There we go. We're gonna give this guy another chance, but he's gonna have a slightly different mission this time. Maybe. There it is. All right, let me let the dog out. I will be right back. All right. Zing! Hitting that drive-by like. Can't stay. All right. Appreciate you stopping in there, brother. Who let the dog out? Hey, 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 hey. Terrible, Mike. Terrible. I wish you could get ramps for them big trailers without it having to be a mod. Now we got to do it the hard way. Hauling truck and your crane truck in the same location at the same time. Of course, first you have to learn how to drive up the ramp. Let's creeper gear so I don't, well, so much for that idea. Sam's already out there barking like he wants to come in, but he don't know he's going to stay out there. Ow. Hey, but she's on there pretty good. Pack trucks and trailers. Start the engine, activate the ramp. Change the time of day. It's only 6:30, but it was looking kind of dark. How's my upload speed? I checked just before getting on and I was at 5.39 megabits per second, so. A lot better than what it was last night. I got home, I restarted the modem, I relocated where the PlayStation sat. Just did a few things that I thought might possibly help out. And I don't know why I'm going the hard way, but I'm going the hard way. Force of habit, you spend the first 30% of the region having to turn left right out of the garage. That's just what you do. Had a bit of pixelation just now for a few seconds. Well, at least it recovered. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make me a stop in at T-Mobile and find out what the heck's going on. Missed your turn. Also, light, man. Are you blind or something? How's that? Who needs lights? It'll get lighter. It's probably about 7:30ish by now. 7 a.m. Somewhere around there. Oh, almost made it. We almost made that turn. But I missed the sign. Looks pretty good. Pulling that. Yeah, I'm going to have to let the mouth back in here in a second. He's just standing in the middle of the yard right now. Ooh, ow. Watching the dog out the window instead of watching the road. There's the gateway showing up. Get to the gateway, and then when it's going through, I'll go let them back in. Alright guys, slow down the hill. I know somebody that almost jackknifed a boar on this hill today. Almost jackknifed a boar going over by the ford too. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got it going on? Thank you, Brian. we'll see how well I got it going on once I get there. If I get there successfully without losing anything. Gotta say, up until yesterday, I've had a pretty good run about not flipping trucks, but hello, Miss Lisa. Oh, if I remember right, this is picking up at the same place that I got the construction trailer from. Let me take a quick gander here. All right, that's picking up. No, it's not picking up down there. It's over at the port. All right. Easy peasy then. Had to make sure where I was going. Part of me was thinking it picked up from that same little mine area that I got the construction trailer from. Knew he'd want to eat something sooner or later. You know, I'm trying to get him to used to staying home by himself during the day. But the days that he stays home, he won't eat until after I get home. So he goes all day long without eating, even though the food is right there. I think it's a little bit of a anxiety build-up. Oh! Oddly enough, it was the left side of the trucks that got the damage and the right side of the trucks that hit the guardrail. What's wrong with that concept? So what are we after? We are going to pick up a transformer and deliver it back to the railway station in Salton River National Park. But it is a big transformer, hence the crane. couple of hovering crates. I do believe those are the crates that were sitting on the car that was there, because I think that's where I sank it. But I haven't got any of the other ones to sink into the ground yet. Alright, we're going to get the trailer over on the road for the turn. Then I'm going to pop into the trailer store and fix my truck. There's no point in rolling in there with a bunch of damage if I don't have to. Not that button, that button. Repair. Oof. 96 points of damage to my suspension. Everything else is fine. And we may as well top off with some fuel while we got her. Close that. Sell that. Release the handbrakes and start the engine. Mad drove up on the sidewalk, but I didn't squish their plant. And we'll even try not to kill the tree. Oh, wow, I'm looking at the world through a windshield. That's all the words I know. Hey, that was a cute trick. He did it that time without taking either hand off the steering wheel. A wiper bouncing like crazy up there. I mean, I will say it's nice because it sits up nice and high, so the trailer's not dragging through the mud. Like it does with some other trucks that you might put it on. Hey, pickup arrow has appeared. The only thing between us and the port is a swamp. How's that picture looking? Looks like it's kind of in and out, huh? Come on. Come on. Ah. There we go. Stupid rock. Well, that sign's getting it. All right, well, I think it's safe to say we made it here. Must be around the back side of the building. Let's see now. I think we're gonna back this thing in there. Could be a bit of a trick. Take out the barricade. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing, huh? We'll just let this be our little secret. Oof. I better put the anchors out. Or did I have the anchors out? Let me look. I did have them out already. Whew. She's a heavy beast. Start engine. Activate ramps. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Danelle Valerie. Hello, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. I don't... not familiar with the dialect, so we will just leave it with hello. Ugh. Watch the big screen, not the little phone screen. See, I'm all worried about the upload now. Turn the corner. Oof. Yeah, I left a little bit of paint on the end of that rock. Alright, we are just about back to asphalt. And now I believe it is asphalt all the way back. If I can get up this hill. A little more torque. Ow. I said ow. I just bumped the back of the trailer around. I'd say I picked the right trailer for the job. Got us in there. It's the right size to carry the load. Carries the load well. And I may have found a good job for the Chimera. Yeah, it worked out well. Come on, Steve. Good choice. That was a great choice. All right, maybe not good. Okay, we'll go with good. It's another one of those trailers that you don't use very often just because without being attached to the right truck, they don't work well. But it sits up nice when it's on this truck and everything. Sam's tug toy is one of those really big, thick, knotted ropes. He's made it his goal to take it apart. When I've used this choice without prior prompting, you mean for the truck and the trailer? I'm not sure if I would have used the Chimera. I would have, used the trailer for sure, hauling a crane over there. Now, without prior notification of the weight that I was dealing with, I probably would have drove over there with a different trailer and tried doing it with one of the mini cranes, and then gotten frustrated that I drove all that way and the mini crane wasn't strong enough. And then had to drive all the way back. So yeah, it might have been a different trailer at that point. I use the sideboard bed only to find out the transformer is 3 slots and not 2. Yeah, well, I already knew that it was a big enough transformer. It wasn't going to fit in a sideboard bed. It'd be a good way to flip your truck over. But yeah, without prior knowledge, you don't know what you're getting into. Could make things a little more interesting, though. Sam laying on his back, chewing at his rope, reached down there and smacked his belly. He was looking at me like, hey! So it's the one that's floating. I wonder if the car is there just invisible. Nope. No invisible car. It's just kind of surprising that it hasn't respawned. And that would be another country I heard from. Have to get him some different flea medication because what I was getting from the vet is $60 for a single dose. And you have to give it to him once a month. I think I can get something that is not as expensive and works just as well. Like from Hearts. Alright, what time of day we at? Almost 9 o'clock. 6 a.m. See, you only need 6 doses a year if you're in the north. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't make quite enough to pay what the vet does. My funds and budget don't allow for that much of a cost. But like I said, the Hearts brand is a lot cheaper and you get like 3 doses for $45. And Hearts has always been a good flea and tick medication. I mean, they've been around a lot longer than that Simparica Trio stuff. I like a good vet. You know, I'll pay extra money to have a better vet, but you don't need to spend all that extra money on a product that's going to do the same thing as a cheaper product. Like I said, Hertz has been around for as long as I can remember. Always got to pick up a little damage going through there. Grew up, Hertz was the only one around. Did cats, dogs, even aquarium stuff for fish. Yeah. And I don't see any reason to switch from the tried and true stuff you know that works. All right. Go grab me something to drink, and I'll be right back. Hydrate if you got them. If you don't got them, go get them. And I gotta refill his food bowl, so I will be right back in 1 minute. He's a good dog, though. All right, let's go get this dropped off. Go make some money. Yeah, I like the way that sits up there. She sits up nice. Front axle's not turning, but, you know. Dummy axle or something. I'd say I didn't mean to disturb his picnic, but I did. He should be out working on a fine day like this, not picnicking in the national park. It's a state park. State national, or is it national state? There we go. Ah, it's rolling. We are just going to cut straight across instead of trying to make that turn. Transformer, one available. Nice. Surplus of power. Wow, that's great news. Thanks. Here's your reward. 690 XP, 6,100 cash. And some kisses and a paw shake from the puppy dog. See? You get congratulations all over the place. Of course, he's just trying to start a fight. That's all he really wants. All right. Logs can wait. I don't want to do logs. Logistics in action. Vehicle spare parts times 4 going to the mountains. And those pick up in one place and one place only. And curtain side trailer and a maintenance trailer. Ooh. Where are those at? They're not here. Why have I got a feeling that they are going to be in Solace Bay? Well, that shows gateway to the national park for those. Maybe they are already, those two trailers are already here? Yes. That one's there. That one's there. Okay. So that's easy enough because those are already in there. May as well start tracking. It's another 18 grand in our pocket, almost 19. So we need vehicle spare parts times 4. And a vehicle. We can handle 4. National Park. Nah, I don't want to do the FEM. Kenworth 963 is all taken. This guy only does... yeah, we'll take the Atom, but we're going to use cheat mode to go back to the garage real quick and leave from there. Is there anything I should do to this guy? That just seems like that would make this guy way too tippy. No, looks like the setup he's got is going to be the setup we go with. All right, well. See, Dunn did it again. Force of habit. Why take the hard road when I don't have to? He still has chain tires on. We got to fix that. I knew there was something else I had to do to him. Kind of tempted to go with all terrains for what he's going to be on, but we'll go with the Atom tires. MHS. You think? I figured the Atom tires would probably be good for it. It's going to be mostly pavement. Oof. Camera change. Ah, not that button. That one. Now he is one at a time bringing stuff out of his bedroom. You know, it just isn't right to not have dog toys scattered all over the house. Every time I try to look at the scenery, drive off the road. Doesn't matter if I'm in cab or out of cab. If I try to look at the scenery, I'm going to drive off the road. Really? Like, I didn't even hit 40 mile an hour going down that hill. Talk about a not very fast truck. Hey, there was nothing there. That was for JJ, a 15 and 6 combo meal. Where am I going to pick this up at? Service hub. Let's try taking this little turn off here. Why? Just because. It's a lot shorter route if I don't get stuck. Of course, that's what the guy in the CLT thought too. But he also wasn't rocking all-wheel drive and mud tires. Lot faster route. All kinds of stuff down there. Probably a few things that got to get activated. Now we're going to take a little swing by down in there and activate some stuff. Because I have not been down there. Truth be told, this is my first trip into this part of the map. Okay, that's a drop off or something. We have cargo over here. What kind of cargo we got? Fuel. Okay. Well, I know where to pick that up then. Show task. Fisherman tech support, huh? Pick that up somewhere. Oh, sure. See, I should have gone around the block anyhow. That is most decidedly a closed road. Hey, that house is for sale. I want to take a little peek here at the map. Okay, so that's the another detour around. Is to just cut through here. All right. Okay. And one on the loading platform. Train mode. Parked a little far away. Rotate. I mean, that would get annoying if you lived in that house and had big trucks rolling through your backyard every day. Really? Of course he's gonna grab one of them stupid little scrub brushes. As opposed to a perfectly good log right there. Alright, now when I get up here to the road, I'm going to take a peek and see where in the mountains this is delivering exactly. It says logistics center, but they've named a couple different things logistics center. So, global map. Silver River Mountains. Is it the actual real logistics center? Yes. See, because that determines where I come in. See, Sam's begging to go outside again already. He thinks we're going to play the in and out game all night. I don't know why he keeps trying that one. He never wins it. I get it though. He likes to be outside, but he don't want to be away from me. Ever since he was 8 weeks old, I've been right there with him almost every moment. He's gone to work with me every day until recently. Now he gets 2 days a week that he gets to stay home. Hosting a co-op in Tamir, and if anybody's interested, Elijah's got a co-op game going in Tamir. He's posted the code in chat. I'm sure he would appreciate the Elijah, did you join the raffle? This is tonight's the end of the chance to join the raffle for this week if anybody's interested. If you haven't heard about it, is on Saturdays from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will stream the game save of the winner of the raffle. We'll do a co-op in whatever game they choose between Snowrunner, Expeditions, Roadcraft, Construction Sim, Farm Sim. I got a complete list of the games available posted at the top. Of course it's buffering. And the next question is, though, how's the stream going to look? Let me know how the stream looks as soon as I start moving again, if it gets pixelated or not. How's the pictures? The pictures still look good? Okay, thank you, Elijah. Yes, no. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a little conversation with T-Mobile because I am not getting what I'm paying for. This is ridiculous that it's every night. It starts out okay and then it goes to crap. Kind of seems like it's coming in and going. Lurking, lots of rock work, basic terrain stuff. Alright, Michael. Need someone with a medium logging truck with no trailer. So you got one and tracked waterlogged. And come along from the Zimnogorsk garage. Stop here for a quick second. It was okay till you went away for a few minutes, came back to bad picture. So you're saying it's your fault, huh, Steve? Is that what I'm hearing? I know. I've been listening to MJ too much. I'm going to try rotating my phone stand so I can keep a better eye on the picture. I guess if I just stay parked like this, it'll be great, right? We can just carry on a conversation while I'm parked and not have to worry about it. Yeah, fine when stationary. I have to bring it back around the morning in a minute. Did I ever finish Key Buildings Restoration in Zimbabwe? I believe I did, yes. Back to watching through fog. Yeah, looking on my phone screen, it looks like it's kind of coming in and going out. So Elijah, are you saying it's good on your screen? Let me bring it back around to morning here. Very intermittent. Okay. Evening, David. When you move again, it isn't pixelated like Steve's side. Huh. Still at a rainy work. Well, that stinks. Yeah, it definitely looks like it comes and goes. Not as bad as the other night. Looks like the quality is dropping in and out. Yeah, work outside, nice in the summer, not so much in the winter. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I know the other night it was just, when I got off last night, it was 0.33 megabits per second for an upload speed. Watchable, just low quality. I'm not sure, either Roadcraft Catch-Up or Snowrunner. We'll see tomorrow because tomorrow's a day off. Hey, nice to have a day off once in a while, isn't it? Amy hitting, best place to be. David is inside playing. Yeah, you guys got that big storm coming, don't you? Alright, let's take a quick gander. Her. Well, it looks like the easiest route is going to be to come along this way and up. What truck? It's a Buddy. 90-mile-per-hour winds in Scotland. Alright, so we will get Buddy out from hiding behind the tree. Is that a truck in the middle of the river? Trailer in the middle of the river. Let's see tomorrow if you go to rugby or not. In the evening, Edinburgh play, Ulster. Ask the wife, but she'll probably stay in and watch it. Ooh, that's looking like some pretty rough terrain up there. All right. I think Buddy can handle that route. If I can get him out of this lumpy area without flipping him over. Let's see. Gloucester has the game at home Sunday evening. Yeah, I guess I do need the all-wheel through here. I mean, it's hilly and it's rocky, but the rocks are fairly smooth. So it's not too bad to drive through. Might be better off going around to the left over there. Through this spot. Show task. Long way to the top. Hey friend, I'm in trouble. My scouting trailer got stuck and I have to deliver it to the lookout point. Can't make it on my own, so if you've got a bit of time, could you pull it out and tow it to the destination? We'll accept that. What's your destination, though? Yeah, we're not doing that one yet. I mean, if it would have been like up this hill, I would have tried dragging it, but those things don't drag real well anyhow. And I certainly ain't going to try to drag it that far. Oh, that's a pretty good crossing, actually. I thought that was going to be a lot rougher than it was. Especially with the way that current was moving. I mean, this road's a little sketchy. Not too hard to drive on as long as you stay away from the edge. That's where I was kind of looking at on the map to see if it looked like you could get up there. But I'm going with probably not. Maybe behind that cabin would be better there. Oh look, a helipad and a task box. Is it task or cargo management? It must be a drop off or something. Yep, be back with cargo. For the forestry service, apparently. I will say I found something useful from the U.S. Forestry is trying to figure out what the best angle to sharpen my chainsaw chains at is And they've got a whole list online that you can see for free. It tells you the best angle to sharpen the teeth on your chainsaw at based off of what type of wood, what type of tree it is. So I found that to be very useful. Another little fish farm down there. A lot of fish farms. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It pushed me over. I caught that bump and the trailer kept going and just shoved me right over. Doesn't that figure? That's going to be fun to rescue. All right. What's that? My Plaid 450. He's only 38% fuel. He's going to have to go back and get topped off first. Buddy was doing so well. See, here's the problem with having rotated my phone so that the picture's a little bit bigger, as it doesn't show me what time it is on that one. So when I get up here and top off my fuel, I'm going to have to check the time. Andrew McFadden, how you doing, sir? What are you looking at time-wise? We are at 8 o'clock. From the fuel carrier to the plaid. Alright, everything else was full. Okay. Time for a rescue. I mean, I've got my big rescue truck over. Kind of overkill for it. He likes to stick it out with me as long as he can. I appreciate that. He said I am. Works good, because then when you fall asleep, you're already there. That's my love bedtime lullaby. What puts you to sleep faster? Listen to my voice or the droning of the engine? Notice how strangely quiet Steve is to that question. Come on, up the hill. Ooh. That's that spot where the left-hand side is a little better. But it sneaks up on you, you don't know it's there until you're on it. Well, then you're already in the wrong spot. Come on, all you had to do was turn that corner. This time we turn TV off. Fall asleep to truck sounds and Het's voice with rain on the windows in the background. See how close I was to being down the hill and back to the river? And we were almost back to grandmother's house. Big brother has to come rescue his little buddy. Alright. Kind of thinking I'm going to end up having to detach that trailer, but we will see what happens. First, we're going to do this. Ooh. Let's go here, here. So I just know if I do this, it's just going to drag the plaid back down to me. Alright. Change truck. Really? Well. We are not having much success. That's not working. Let's try detaching that trailer. So I got to get the front end around, but I think if I hook on anything there on the front end, it's just gonna mess me up. Alright, where's the thing at? Nope. Just put that trailer's still right there pushing into me. So, now I gotta bring yet another truck over here. Right over there. FLD. That guy's way up there. Tag is way up there. Alright. Western Star it is. Refuel. Alright, everything else is full. Time of day. Well, it's not that late, but it's late enough. We'll let it start getting lighter instead of getting darker. This guy's been parked in that spot since I picked up the Chimera. Not the most nimble looking vehicle to be driving out here, but I think it's got it in it. Well, see, as long as you're driving really slow like this, it's a perfect picture. This looks like the spot where I keep saying go to the left, but I don't know that I can make that turn to get all the way up to the left, so we'll just go straight through there. Yeah. Knew that was coming. Come on. Alright. Probably have to drag Buddy down all the way down so I can get him in a good spot. Of course, Buddy's got 1,000,001 winch points on him. On your wheels. Come on, stay up there. Aw, Buddy. You had it going on too, man. Oh, Buddy just about had it. Ooh, I don't know if he's going to stay there for the jump, but we'll find out. Nope. Kind of knew that was coming. Had to try it, though. Okay, it's there we go. That's got Buddy set good. Now let's get Big Brother up. Let's see now. What is the best way to get him back on his wheels? Winching from the side has never been a bad idea, right? All right. Oof. Now for the fun to see if I can get that trailer to cooperate with where it's at. Of course it won't give me the tongue winch point. Let's see if I can get it from the plaid here. Probably not. Well, it's got up out of the water now. There we go. All right. Now let's get this return trip done. Ow. Be nice to my truck. King Blaze, how you doing, sir? Took a plaid to rescue a plaid, and then I had to take Western Star to rescue the plaid that was rescuing the plaid, so I could rescue the plaid. All right. This first trailer dropped off. See, the problem is his buddy is too fast for his own good. You get going too fast with dolly trailers behind you and they just push you around going down a hill, because your speed will reduce and theirs won't. All right. Do I have anything close to that maintenance trailer? That is here. Closest truck. This one should be fairly simple because for the most part it's paved road all the way. This is another truck that's pretty fast, but it's at least got some size to it, so the trailer's not as likely to push it around. The trailer might still push on its tongue and jackknife, but it ain't going to be pushing the truck on. Sell you the truck and trailer to me? You could use those? Well, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way for me to sell them to you. Alright, we gotta turn around here. Still got to get over here with a high saddle trailer or high saddle truck so I can pull that out of the way. Plaid 450 from season 13, 440 from 16, so both from year 4 pass. Yep. And we want some fuel out of it. Got plenty of fuel that it can give me. Let's go get this one delivered. Just nobody tell them that it's short a couple of repair parts and 1 or 2 gallons of fuel. Little self-truck. Can't, man. I mean, that'd be kind of cool if there was a way that you could do something like that. Yeah, test contract charge. Well, they say it's 10%, but it actually has to be a little bit more than 10%. Because I left one with exactly 10% in it, and it wouldn't take it. Yeah, it had to be a little bit more than the 10% mark. Sorry, Brian. Afraid you're just going to have to go to the truck store and buy your own. Alright, we just got the water hole to get through, and then it'll be drop-off time. Of course, I think I still got a top buddy off, so I'll top buddy off from this thing and do any necessary repairs. Oh man, it paid big money. Well, sorry. Getting sideways? Nah. She's good. She's golden. Almost out the water. Oh, what the heck? I could swear I turned the all-wheel drive on. I don't recall shutting it off, but alright. Maybe I was too fast on the button and never actually engaged it. In fact, while I'm here, let's oh, freight line only down by one. Make sure it doesn't need any repairs. And it only needed 2 repair points. But it's topped up and fully fixed. This thing's not going in the box till I've done the loop and took care of everybody in here. Of course, it's just the Adam and the Buddy that need it. A's off Adam, no damage. Alright. No damage to the Atom. That's nice. Repair Buddy suspension and refuel from the maintenance trailer to Buddy to me. All right. Logistics in action. Thanks for your help. We really appreciate it. You're fast and efficient, and we never have to worry about a thing when you're involved. We look forward to working with you again. 1,780 XP, 18,950 cash. We will take that. Truck park. All right, this is where we're going to go ahead and end the stream there, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment, and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Again, tonight's your last chance for raffle entries for this week's raffle. Look forward to seeing you guys there. There will be no evening stream on Saturday. We will do the raffle stream, but I have a prior engagement, so there will be no evening stream on Saturday. And any other changes, I will post them on the streaming schedule. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good night.